Hello, and welcome back to Running on Pixie Dust, my podcast / YouTube series where I talk about all things Orlando, Run Disney, but in particular training for the Dopey Challenge 2023, which is the 5K, the 10K, the half marathon, the full marathon for the first time. So, let's get into it. I'm your host, Annika, aka at Annika Hudak, and at Annika's Paintbrush if you're not already following me on Instagram. But be sure to check out last week's episode for a recap of week 4 of Dopey training. And I cover injuries, falling flat on my face, and all that good stuff. So be sure to check that out. But welcome to week 5. This is post week 5 of the Jeff Galloway training schedule. I have a super special guest with me this week, Morgan, aka at ModizMagic on Instagram. Go ahead and give her a follow too.
Hi, friends.
Woohoo! I'm so excited. But we're going to be covering training and fitness while being booked and busy Disney career girlies. So we are all about that life in this episode. But hi! I'm so excited.
I'm excited.
So,
I'm nervous, y'all. I don't know why I'm nervous.
Don't be nervous. You're making me nervous. No.
I have no pressure.
No. It's so chill. And whenever I bring people on, I'm like, it's so casual. Like, I probably won't even put makeup on. Like, we're just chatting.
This is true. Okay, I feel you.
But I'm going to put your background into my words, and then I'll pass the mic to you, and then we can talk about you. But I really wanted to bring Morgan on here because, 1, she is such an awesome bestie, but 2, she's an Orlando local, Insta baddie. She is a communications manager for the Walt Disney Company, and this is posted on the first day of her birthday month. So, like, how perfect is that?
Leo season! Yes.
But I think I kind of covered the bases as far as, like, as what it pertains to for this podcast.
Yes.
So you've done a couple Run Disney races now, right?
A handful. Trying to think. 3.
Okay. All right.
Oh my gosh. A Run Disney expert, ladies and gentlemen.
I think some of the races, I didn't even know that you were doing that. Or maybe we like talked about it, but we were so just like chaotic.
In our own zones. But also, I just knew that you were going to like run laps around me. So I was like, I'm not even going to like pretend like I need to see her on this course.
LOL,
I was like, I'll be in the back. It's fine.
We finished one of the halves and she was like, oh yeah, I just ran the whole thing. I was like, huh? What do you mean you ran the whole thing?
Yeah. We won't be doing that again though.
But oh god, yeah. Literally. So okay, we met. I want to say in 2019.
Yes.
Does that sound right?
Yep.
Like summer, fall time, probably.
Yep.
And then we like knew each other on Instagram, kind of like ish. Internet friends.
As most of my friends are internet friends.
Yeah.
So,
honestly, how do I meet friends now? It's through Instagram.
Literally.
And through their friends through Instagram and YouTube and TikTok and whatnot. The socials.
That's how we met, but like I knew of you. Have I told you this story?
No.
How I knew of you? So I knew of her, funny enough, through training for my first Run Disney race.
Oh.
I told you this.
Maybe you did. I don't know. I can't remember.
This might be one of your questions right now. But the very first Run Disney race I did was 2020 Walt Disney World Marathon weekend. I did the half. Oh. And I signed up like on a whim and I was like, oh my God, I should probably train for this. So I go on YouTube and I'm like, how to train for like a half marathon when you've never run before, or like when you've never run like long distances before.
And I literally had a video.
And it's like literally titled that, and I was like, oh, done. Like this is what I need to do. And it was you like running on the treadmill, and then you realized you were like, I should probably start running outside.
Yes.
And you ran outside once, and you were like, this is awful. And I was like, I need to run outside. So I knew of you before we were even like,
that's so funny.
Internet friends.
I think you did tell me this like a while back, but
random.
Whenever I like make new internet friends, they're always like, I think I might have watched one of your YouTube videos.
Sounds about right.
And like me, I like do YouTube for fun. Like I'm not like a YouTuber, and my videos, like especially my old ones, I'm just like, hi, I'm Annika, and we're gonna do this. And it's like I like didn't know how to like vlog at all.
Oh my gosh.
And I just wanted to make these videos because I was interested in these things, and I was like, there's got to be other people out there who are interested. And I distinctly I remember editing that thumbnail for that, like, training for the Princess Half marathon for, like, the first time, and I was like, like, the shocked, like, clickbait, like, oh my God, with, like, the Run Disney fireworks in the background.
Oh my God. Well, it got me through, so.
Honestly.
Was it really clickbait if it really worked? You know?
Yeah, no, I told that story, I think, like maybe in week 0 of this podcast series, but how I signed up for that Princess Half Marathon. That was my first half marathon ever in 2019, and I trained for it in like 3 weeks or something dumb. But I mean, like, it can be done. I will say, if you're already kind of like athletic a little bit, and it's not like a couch to half marathon situation. Yeah. I would say don't do that because you could injure yourself.
I was going to say, 10 out of 10 do not recommend because recovery is not a good time. Like, the actual race is fine. Like, everything after was like, recovery was not great. So.
It's doable, but like, how much do you hate yourself?
Exactly. So don't do it. Yeah.
But yes, okay, so you kind of knew of me, I guess, and then I like was following you on Instagram, and like we had been internet besties messaging, never had met in person. We met like for the first time, and then we were like, oh, we're normal people.
Right.
This is
Which
good.
Is hard. When you find people on the internet, it's questionable. So yes, we're normal, and we're very similar.
Yes.
Too. So
yes. Oh my God.
Same vibes, same goals, same like type of personalities. So yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yes. And I had done a Disney College program for approximately 5 minutes. And I have videos of that on my YouTube channel as well, if you want to go sit back where I sit down. Why I self-termed from the Disney College program. And then you had done a CP, right?
Yes, 2015.
Yes, for the track. What?
Tomorrowland Speedway. Magic Kingdom Attractions.
That name just fell out of my head. Yeah. And like, that was just, a fun thing to connect on. I feel like a lot of people got their starts with Disney doing a CP.
Yeah.
And everyone's done a freaking CP around here. But
I wanted so badly to do like a professional internship, which is like another way I saw her videos. Because you did all your like PI stuff too.
I have a whole like playlist of like Disney life, working for Disney.
Essentially, I was a fan. Now I'm a friend. But essentially, at first, I was a fan. So.
Fangirl behavior. Ooh. But now we're both working for Disney, like again, and having been in different timings of our careers, I guess. I don't know how else to describe that, but I think one of the reasons why we also got super close, especially during the pandemic, after I had moved back to Oregon, the complete opposite side of the country, and we were in lockdown and everyone's working from home, working that Zoom life, we both kind of were growing in our careers at the same rate, like thankfully. And so it was great to have someone to share that with and root for, and someone who could also support you in your endeavors and not be like, oh, like, look at me, I'm thriving, when, like, not everyone was thriving during this time, obviously. But it was just so nice to have that positivity and someone to also be, like, going through similar experiences, I would say.
Yeah, no, totally agree. Plus, I think, like, when you're here in Orlando, so many people do, like, the same things, right? Like, they work in the parks or, they work at Universal or something. So being on the same, like, corporate mindset and like the same level of maturity and like professionalism was very helpful, and
for sure,
you don't find that a lot, like being in a tourist hub or a tourism hub.
Definitely.
So yeah,
and that's not what everyone wants to do either. Like, this is in no way a bash to anyone who works in the theme parks. Like, we did it, we loved it. Like,
I mean, we came back, so
we're still here.
Yeah, we're still here.
But yeah, it was just like, I don't know a ton of people who have that like 9-to-5 lifestyle, but who also enjoy going to theme parks for fun and doing social media content creation and doing all of those things, because it's either like one or the other.
Yeah,
with a lot of people.
Literally.
So that was also another thing that we like connected on. But yeah, okay. So now moving on to a topic of upcoming races. I'm gonna list my races I have upcoming, and I'm not sure which ones you have, but like I'll let you speak for yourself in a second. Upcoming races, I have the Wine and Dine Challenge in November, obviously the Dopey Challenge in January, and then I'm only doing the 10K for Princess in February. Okay. What do you got going?
So I'm not doing wine and dine.
Okay.
Budgeting, life. Okay. But
and
I'm doing.
Up on you. It's
literally.
It's
and I was like, ugh. And at the time there was no availability. Whatever. Mm-hmm. Skipping it this year. We'll be doing it next year. Allegedly. I am doing the half I lied. I'm doing the 10K. My first Run Disney 10K. Woohoo! For marathon weekend. So I'm really excited about it. And then I'm doing the challenge for Princess weekend. So it'll be my first 10K and then my first challenge.
Oh, yay.
And I'm only doing the 10K because I've never done a 10K. So I'm like.
Only 6.2 miles. No big deal. It's fine. No, I think that's one thing I kind of love to bash myself on, especially week after week on the podcast. It's like, oh yeah, I only could do like 3 miles today. Or like I could only sign up for just the 10K.
Right. Seriously.
And, like, that's huge. Like 6.2 miles. If you asked me to go outside and run that right now, I'd be like, I'm sorry, what? Dude.
We're not, yeah.
Literally. Like,
so no, that's a big deal.
It's a huge accomplishment. Yeah. And like that's one thing I have to keep reminding myself. It's like, especially I'm now in completing week 5 of the Jeff Galloway training program, and the long run this past weekend was 3 miles. Mm-hmm. And in my head, I'm like, oh, this is such an easy day. Like, this is my short distance.
Right.
And because with the training schedule, it's 2 45-minute runs in the week, and then you have the one longer run that varies in distance for now until we start adding on a 4th day. But the long run this week was 3 miles, and in my 45-minute runs, I usually get like 3.5, 3.4. I've gotten 3.6.
So this is no big deal.
So then my long run is technically like my shorter run of the week for these more quote unquote relaxed weeks.
Sure.
But it's still 3 miles.
Define relaxed because
I know. Not me being like, no, sorry, I can't go out. I have
a run in the morning.
I gotta run in the morning. God. No, that literally has been me now because I'm like,
you're crushing it though. Like you've been so consistent, and I just know I would have fallen off in like week 2. I would have been like, can't do it. Sorry.
You see, I thought I would.
But you've been like,
I had no faith in myself.
Girl, I'm telling you.
Part of it though was I think one, starting the podcast because it's like week by week I gotta report how I did.
Yep.
And like if anything for me, I know that if I miss one run or I miss recording one episode for the podcast or if I miss one thing, it's downhill from there. Like I can't miss one.
Accountability.
Because then I just will give up. I'll be like, well, I missed that one, so it's already ruined.
Oh my gosh.
It's all over. Not to say that you can't. Like I just know for me personally, like I would just give up.
No, literally. I'm like, oh, messed up that one time. Gotta go back to
Yeah. So, I mean, it's been good, and like knowing other people who are also training for something, and even if it's not dopey, just kind of getting out there with Miss Ma'am. Today, I completed my 150th class at Orange Theory. Today, I beat my PR for the 107th time. Hello, everyone. I've been up since 4. What have you been doing?
Okay, she's being really dramatic. It's really not even that deep.
I know.
These milestones are like months apart. Like, don't be dramatic.
No, I give you so much crap. But like, it's also because I'm just so envious, and I was so proud of you, too, because like, you are so dedicated to your schedule and your classes, and I know that you are crazy, hectic, busy, and we're those corporate girlies. We got to squish it in there.
No, there are not enough hours in the day. Like, no. You have to make time.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally. I don't know how you do it. But I think this week, again, was more of a relaxed week. I just had the 2 runs, the 3 miles, and then it was done, and it was simple, but next week, I got my 7-mile long run on the schedule.
Woo!
So I just got some new goodies for my runs, which I guess I'll cover those. That's a segue into my highs of the week. So every week I do my highs and lows, and then I'll go highs and lows first, and then we can switch to you, and you can go highs and lows. Okay. So highs of the week. Let me just switch my order real quick. Let me go through all the highs from top to bottom. The biggest high for me personally was Halloween Horror Nights released their frequent fear passes.
Lord.
And if you don't know, I am spooky season's #1 fan. I live for Halloween. It is my favorite holiday. And I think I dragged you to like some maze, right? It wasn't a maze, or It wasn't quite. What, didn't I drag you to something?
No, because
No, we
I
talked about
immediately
it.
would have been like, immediately no.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No scary for me. I love that for you.
In 2021, last year maybe, they didn't have Horror Nights yet. Or no.
2020.
2020. Duh.
Yeah, 2020.
Hello.
Oh, they were doing that drive-through like maze thing.
They were doing something. It like wasn't Horror Nights, but they had houses like mazes up, and like it was just separated by plexiglass. Like people were behind, and so you could still like walk through. And I think I made one of my other friends who she doesn't do spooky stuff because she had an annual pass, so she could still get in. It wasn't like an event thing. And I think I dragged her through it.
Does not sound like a good time. I'm gonna be honest.
I know, and I remember I think you posted like your friends stayed after being in the park for Horror Nights, and you were like, "Peace out."
I was like, "Love y'all, mean it, y'all." Yeah, no spooky. Can't. I'll freak out. I'll cry. No.
But you know what I just thought of? Since we both are premier. I don't remember the freaking name of it.
Still no.
The tier.
What? You get a free ticket?
No. Listen, Linda. Okay. Tell me you know what that meme is from. Okay, anyway. What I'm saying is we could go like one day and like go enjoy Universal and be express as baddies, and then you could peace out while I stay for Stay and Scream.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm down for. Okay.
You don't have to stay for the horror.
I was gonna say, what time do they like start letting people in? Whatever time that is, I'm rolling out 30 minutes before. As soon as I see like the smoke or like the fog, I'm like, gotta go. See y'all next week.
And I went to Universal this past week because my friends and I were so freaking pumped for Horror Nights that we were like, let's just go to Universal right now. And they already started putting up some of the
little like,
I guess the props. I don't know what to call, like
stuff?
The scenes for the scare zones, like just a couple things. And they had little signs that are like Horror Nights coming soon.
I will cry. No.
Oh no.
But I'm happy for you. I love that for you.
It was a high for me.
Yes. That was my low.
You're like, it's coming back.
Oh my god.
No, okay. So, and then they also announced that they're doing the Weekend house.
I did see that.
Which I'm stoked for. If you didn't see his Super Bowl performance, oh my god, I'm so excited. I also picked up some knee ice packs because we're on the wrong side of 25 now. And,
for real.
And we're training for 48.6 miles. So I was like, this is an investment for my health, obviously. We got those knee ice packs from Target. We're very excited. Beyonce dropped a new album, which I think this will be one of your highs too.
Yes, that's literally my number one.
Absolutely.
So good. So good.
What's your favorite song?
It's a toss-up. I have 3.
Okay.
So it's a toss-up between Alien Superstar, which I feel like everyone is like vibing with.
I saw that on your story.
I know. And I'm like, it's giving like BDE. Like it just makes you feel so empowered. I'm like, yes.
The entire album though, it's just, it flows. It's a work of art.
The transitions?
It's a work of art, for sure.
Stop. So that one, I really like Cuff It.
Okay, yes.
It's just like a feel-good sort of like.
They all are just like
vibing. So vibing.
Yeah. I had to keep checking my phone to be like, okay, are we on the next song? Like, let me jot this name in my memory so that I can like remember the parts that I really like.
But also because the transitions are so smooth, it's like.
You're like, wait a minute.
Skip to the next
one. I know.
Like, yes. And then third one is Church Girl.
I knew that would be on yours too. I loved Pure Honey.
So
the amount of like Instagram captions that are gonna come out of that song, I already know. I literally saw a TikTok and this girl was like, I found all the Beyonce lyrics on TikTok so you don't have to. And she literally like lists all the lyrics that could be Instagram caption. No, literally me. Literally me. So good. But it's just like, it's that energy. And I was even thinking about it. I think one of her lyrics was like goodbye, I'm too freaking busy. And I was like, I want to post that while I'm at Typhoon Lagoon today. I'm sorry, too busy. Don't text. Like,
period. No, I love it.
So good. But yes, okay, that was a high. I also picked up some goodies, and now I'm going to jump into those little snackies I picked up. So I didn't really ever fuel much while running because, like, I was just like, let me just pop out this half marathon real quick. I'm not really going to think about fueling because I wasn't very, like, serious about it. And now I'm like,
serious about it.
How can I be so serious? Starts the podcast. But I got I saw these on Facebook, which, by the way, Facebook groups are so underrated.
I love your Facebook group.
I love Facebook groups.
Yeah.
I learned so much from
Yeah.
people, and like with TikTok too. But like for running specifically, it's great to have just big groups where people will tell you, "Oh, this really worked for me. Like, here's the link for this, sis. Like, you're looking for this. Oh, I got it. I got it. I got you."
Yep, totally.
And I saw that someone got these like honey stinger energy chews, which I'd never tried. So
Get them out on the courses.
So it was like a different one though. I think mine's slightly different, but maybe it is the same. I'm not sure, but maybe it is the same. I'm trying to think.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Because I feel like we got the jelly beans for a long time, and then like one race.
It was springtime surprise.
Okay,
and that was like the first time, and I was like, oh,
maybe it was. That's why I didn't remember.
The budget went up.
They said we are selling out.
I know. They're like product placement. This is what you're gonna get.
But yes, okay. Maybe it's the same one. Okay, so then that's good news. That's perfect because I'm trying to train with like what they're gonna actually be handing out on the races. I also got the Goo Energy Stroop waffles, which are something that really, really piqued my interest because they're like those little Stroop waffles,
like the ones you get at like Marshalls and like TJ
Maxx. Yeah, no, exactly. Except it's like energy and protein or something. I don't know like what is special about them. I don't have them in front of me to like read the label, but
I would like to try.
Yeah, no, I saw that people got those and I was like, okay. Amazon Primed it. It was there like same day. Like I was like, okay.
Nice.
And now that I'm running the 7 miles this weekend, I'm gonna try out like different fueling things because especially with this freaking heat, dude. Like
I know.
I'm losing electrolytes so quickly because I'm just sweating it all out with this humidity.
It's been crazy.
Pain. And then my only low for the week was like I'm just trying to get used to constant soreness again. After like growing up being a dancer, I woke up every single morning in pain. And I said this I think maybe last week too that have you seen Black Swan? Mm-hmm. The beginning where she like gets up and cracks all her toes. Like that's me every single morning.
Like all joints.
Yeah, no, literally. I have to like go crack every single part of the body and just like shake it like a glue stick or else I'm in pain. But it's getting used to that because I went from being such an athlete and then turned gym rat and then turned couch potato that now I'm like not used to being sore all the time.
Yeah.
So now I'm like more of a baby and like a whim. I'm like, I'm
my
a
gosh.
little sore. Oh, this sucks. Like,
that's why she got those ice packs.
Literally. No. For
That's
real.
actually why.
And I might have face planted on the concrete last week, but it happens. It happens. Okay, let's go into your highs and lows.
Whoa, no pressure. Put me on the spot. Definitely Beyonce's new album.
Yes.
10 out of 10.
Yes.
11 out of 10. So good. I think this weekend I got to do a lot of like much needed self-care, which then meant like hanging out with all my friends and stuff too.
Yeah.
So it
You've
has
been on the move.
I was going to say, it's been like a really, really, really busy like month and a half. So I think for me, like this weekend was the first weekend where I could just fully like not have to worry about work. Even though we were just talking about work, like not have to worry about work and fully like live in the moment. So like Friday I hung out with friends. Yesterday I hung out with friends. Today I'm hanging out with friends. I went to school this morning.
Yes.
Like I was able to just like fully decompress. And so like that sounds so like silly, but I haven't been able to do that in over a month.
No, because your job requires you to travel a lot. And you have been go, which by the way, I'm not going to hold this against her. She sailed on the Wish and is just... Yeah, okay, well,
sorry.
Thanks for that. Sorry. Let me just go grab my toaster, hop in the bathtub. It's fine.
Drinking bleach.
But no, it was so fun to like follow along on all your fun adventures. And when I was in Disneyland, she was in Disneyland too for like work the week after.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And we got to say a quick hello. But yeah, no, you are back to back. Yeah. Always like hosting events, always coordinating and managing and being a boss. Yes, bitch.
She tries.
Yeah.
She tries. No, yeah. So that was definitely a high. Like just taking time. And then also today's my sister's birthday. So I was able to like FaceTime her.
Oh,
and like
yay.
I'm waiting for her gift to get there because I'm a procrastinator. So maybe that'll be a high for next week because I know
late.
she's gonna love her. So
we're all just perpetually late. Forever, for everything.
My internal body clock runs about 20 minutes behind everyone else's. So, whoops, might be.
Honestly, that's just who I am now. I feel like I was always that person that was just very punctual and would get like so annoyed if people were like 20 minutes late. I'm like, come on. But then now I am that person forever.
Because
for everything.
mid-20s, like, I have things to do, right? Like, I have things to do that take priority over other things. So it's like, I'll be there eventually. You'll get me eventually.
Right. And I think you almost take more care with things you do. You're like, hold on. But like, no, I got to finish these dishes real quick. Yeah. Like, hold on. No, like, let me get an extra like 5 minutes of sleep or whatever. Or like, totally. I have a dog now. Like, I got to take the dog out and got to make sure she's cared for. So it's like, you almost have maybe not more responsibility, or like maybe you do, but you also have different priorities. Yeah. And just like, no, I need to get this done first before I go out and play.
Yep, totally.
Which causes me to be late all the time and running on an empty gas tank half the time. It's fine.
The way I got gas on my way over here.
The way my car does not have gas right now.
But it was like less than an eighth, and I was like, oh, I actually have to stop.
The best combination is when I'm running like half hour late and I have to stop and get gas. Mm-hmm.
And like the destination is like 30 minutes away. Right. You're like,
right.
I'll be there at some point.
I-4, we love you. We love you. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then those are my highs. Lows. Honestly, the week was great. I went to the pool this morning, like a couple hours before I got here. This probably doesn't even count as, no, it was a low because I was embarrassed. I was getting out of the pool, and not that I was trying to be cute, but you know you're always trying to be like
moment.
Somewhat graceful. Had my AirPods in, I was vibing. I was like, I'm just gonna like get in real quick. Got in, 3 minutes later, I'm back out. The way that I face planted, I literally got like back in the pool face planted.
Oh God.
I have never been so embarrassed. I was gonna post it on Close Friends, and then I was like, it was so embarrassing.
Yeah.
My ego hurt. I put my towel on, I went in the house. I was like, I've only been out here for 40 minutes, and that was all I needed.
Oh,
so that was a low.
Oh, bestie, I feel you. Me on the sidewalk sitting, wondering who just saw me
I know.
Splat.
Thank goodness there were only like 2 people, and like one was like with her kids, so I know she didn't care. And I was like, I don't even know who I was trying to be cute for.
It's so embarrassing.
It was so embarrassing.
Yeah, I feel that.
So,
do you need some knee ice packs? Or?
For my ego, yes. Ego bruised, body fine.
Yeah.
So that was my low, 100%.
Okay. All right. Well, you survived it though. We're pushing
Allegedly.
through. Allegedly.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for an update on that. But yeah, I mean, it was kind of just like a whatever week. Is a focus on yourself, kind of get back together, in tune with a routine maybe. Yep. But yeah, I am sitting looking at all these moving boxes over in my apartment, and it's just a disaster zone in here, but it's fine. It's all fine. It's all going to be okay.
But you're excited.
I am excited.
She's excited.
I am excited. I'm just super stressed, but the excitement's in there too. It's just a little pushed down at the moment. But okay, moving on to just some fun questions I got for you. So I know you semi-recently signed up for Run Disney Race, but I mean, I guess so did I technically. So that's a lie, actually. I've done them on and off for a while. But did you do a lot of running before that? How long have you been running?
So long distances, no.
Yeah.
Like they used to, what was it? Like you had to run like the mile in PE. Yeah. And I was like, I'm going to walk.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Not my thing.
Easily.
But I grew up running track.
Yes.
So I was a sprinter, short distances, 100, 200, 4x1.
She's literally a runner. She's a track star.
So like that was my thing, and I did it. I used to live in California, so I did it. I don't know, probably starting at age like 7, until I moved to Virginia, and then like they didn't really have a track team for like the youths, the little kids. Oh. So I stopped running, and then I got back into it in middle and high school. So I ran track all through high school, and then college I became a couch potato.
As one does.
I was gonna say, and then like life happened.
It's a rite of passage, honestly.
So yes, I've always run something, but long distances definitely like well into adulthood.
Yeah. Okay, so obviously you were an amazing track star, and switching into long distance, it's like a huge shift mentally because So was that Princess Half? Was that your first one? No. You just said the
marathon weekend.
What
in 2020?
Half marathon,
so like
marathon
right
weekend.
Before the pandemic.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what made you want to sign up for the half marathon and just the half marathon?
For just.
Here I go again.
Because a fool, we don't know her.
But as opposed to like, let me sign up for the 5K or the 10K, check out Run Disney,
Okay, valid question. I don't know. I think I've always like grown up wanting to like throw myself into things and like do things that I never thought that I would be able to do.
Yeah.
Signing up for Orange Theory was one of those things. I'm like doing workout classes. I'm like, who is she? I don't know her. But it was one of those things that has always been on like my extended bucket list. So not things that are like attainable bucket list, but it's something that's like, sure, one day, once upon a time, I'd love to run a half marathon. And one of my friends was like, have you ever done a Run Disney race? I was like, no, but I do love Disney. And at the time I was like an annual pass holder. I was like, maybe this is like my shot. Like, and I saw that registration was coming up. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to save for it. I'm just going to sign up. And then once I'm in it, once I put down the money,
like, you're committed.
You're committed.
Back when we could just sign up whenever.
Yeah. So I did it. And then I was in it and I was like, oh God, what in the world did I do?
Did you do it with a friend, did you say?
I did it with a friend. Okay. And she did it with her boyfriend at the time.
Okay.
And like a mile and a half in, I was like, I'm going to see you later. And that was it. So we started it together. Okay. And then I like saw her at the finish line. But other than that, I did it by myself.
Yeah.
And the feeling at the end was just so addicting. Like it was the first time, like I said, it was my first race. I literally cried. I told myself that I was going to run the whole thing. I was like 3 miles and I was like, you know what? Let's just run the whole thing.
Oh.
And then because I said I was going to do it, I was like, I have to do it now. So I did. And then I was just so addicted to the feeling. I was like,
jeez.
Oh, I gotta come back.
Okay, so how long did you train for it? Did you pull an Annika #3 weeks to half?
Like 6.
Okay.
So I started the Jeff Galloway plan.
Yeah.
And then I fell off like maybe 3 weeks in. I was like, I don't know if I can keep this up. And then it's like, I mean, Florida's hot, obviously, but Virginia gets really hot in the summer too. Mm-hmm. So like, it was like July, and I'm like dying of heat exhaustion trying to run. I'm like, I can't do this anymore. And then I'm also lazy. So I did not train as I should have trained for that one. But then when I signed up for my second one, I was like, all right, we're going to like.
It's the real deal.
Yeah, it's the real deal. Like, you know that you can do it. Now that you've sort of checked that box.
Yeah.
Now, how do you actually train for it? So, no, I did not train for my first one. But 10 out of 10 do not recommend.
Like, that's a good point, though, because now that you've like completed it, you're like, oh, like I can totally do this because I've done it before.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes that puts me in my head of like, well, I did it last time, but now why is it so much harder this time? Like,
I mean, we're older. Like, that was young me. I don't know.
I know. Young, full of life, energetic me. Just moved to Orlando. Love Disney. La la.
I know. Now look at us.
Have you ever done a challenge before, or is the upcoming Princess?
This is my first challenge.
Okay. Ooh.
I'm terrified.
So what made you want to do that?
Another one of those, it's been on my bucket. Well, so once I did the half marathon and I understood like what Run Disney's like and that there are these challenges, and I was like, I gotta do it. I don't know, something about like challenging myself and saying that I'm gonna do something that I've like never done before is like exciting.
They're fun and addictive.
Yeah.
Very addictive.
And so I was like, it was almost just like, why not?
Why
not? Take a crazy chance.
I know.
Literally.
We were, okay, but weren't we texting? Like,
oh my God, while we were trying to register. We were like, do we need to do this? Should we do this?
We were like,
of course we're going to do it.
Do we have like a couple hundo to just drop on this race right now?
The answer is no. But did we? Yes.
Signs up anyway.
Yeah.
What number are you in the queue? Like,
we gotta stop meeting like this.
Morning up. I remember texting you like, do I need to sign up for a princess race or not? Like, do I need to do this? Because, like, nowadays with Run Disney registration, you have to know.
Yeah.
And you have to be in the queue, like, refreshing by, like, 9:45 a.m. the day of registration. And trying to beat out everyone else, which is so insane. Because, like, I signed up for my first challenge, again, like, a month before, whatever, no problems.
Yeah.
And
no, yeah, that's great. It's crazy now.
Yeah.
It's competitive, too. People are, like, on their phones ready, on their laptops ready to go, so...
I remember texting you, and I texted a couple other people maybe, and I was like, so, should I?
The answer was going to be yes. They're like,
should I?
You're contemplating, but we all know the truth.
See, my thing is, like, of course, like, I love doing a race, each of the race weekends, because I love being involved, and I love going to the expo, being a part of the weekend.
Yep.
And I get such bad FOMO.
I was gonna say FOMO's real though.
Such bad FOMO.
Because if I don't like, wine and dine is gonna hurt my feelings.
Because now my feed is just Run Disney people, and like,
yeah,
I follow all the hashtags, and so I'm gonna see all of them posting
tough.
their medals and
November
their
is gonna be so tough. I'm gonna be like, I'm taking a cleanse. I'm taking a break from social media.
Yeah, like mute, deletes app. But yeah, and then I didn't sign up for the challenge because normally I only sign up for challenges. Like that's just like I want to get a value for the weekend.
Yeah,
and
no, I feel
while
that.
it's very expensive, like I just really enjoy doing the challenges, and I like getting all the medals. Apparently.
We'll see.
Allegedly. But I knew that it's so close to following after Dopey, and this is my first Dopey. This is my first marathon. I will probably need the entire month to recover. So that's why I signed up for only the 10K.
6.2 miles, no
just
big deal.
Just the 6.2.
I think that was a good decision, though.
I think so, too. It's a good middle ground. Yeah. It's like I love that distance. I love a 10K now. I think 10Ks are probably my favorite. So I'm still excited, but people have already been posting on the Facebook groups like, what are you wearing for Princess? I'm like,
what are you wearing? I don't know.
Like, huh?
Like, I forgot I signed up for the race. Please. Everybody calm down.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that was happening. Okay, next question. What cross training do you do? And I think I already know the answer to this, but for the pod.
Orange Theory.
Okay, so what brought you to Orange Theory?
Honestly, a free class. So
right. No, that's how they get you.
Yeah, no.
I went and took my free class.
Yeah, they DM'd me on Instagram and were like, do you want to do a free class? And I was like, not really.
No.
But, I mean, it was free.
Yeah.
And my friend Nikki and I had, like, just started going to the gym, like, consistently together.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, well, can I bring a friend? And they're like, yeah. So then I brought Nikki and Kirsten, and they were able to get free classes too.
Soulmates.
Soulmates. So we went, and I was like, I'm never going to be that person that like doesn't organize Orange Theory, like an organized fitness class. Like was not going to be my thing.
Oh, okay.
A year and a half later, I'm a sucker. I'm dropping X amount of money on a membership every month, and I'm obsessed with it.
Daily routine, wake up, Orange Theory.
I know. Oh my god, but now I'm an evening girl. So
okay,
I go in the evening, like after work.
Oh my gosh, I commend you. I like my energy level throughout the day. If I don't get it done in the morning, like how I am with running too, it's like if I don't do it in the morning, it's not getting done.
Not getting done. No. I feel that. I used to be like that, but now there's just I can't make myself up. It's so bad.
Well, I think because those are inside and AC'd.
Yes.
So that is very nice, and that I feel the same way. It's just. With running too, it's like you gotta run when the sun isn't up yet.
Yeah, no,
or else you're gonna pass out on the sidewalk from heat stroke. Like,
especially at this time.
Yeah,
but yeah, I'm obsessed with Orange Theory now. I actually like how organized it is. It's like I don't have to think about what I'm doing when I get there, right?
Yeah.
Like the coach is gonna tell me exactly what I need to know. I know I'm gonna get a solid distance, like a solid 2-mile run on the treadmill. I know I'm going to burn X number of calories. You know what I mean? Like because once you start to like pick up a routine, like you know your body, and I've just started recently, so it's like it's HIIT, so it's half treadmill, some rower, and then like the weight floor, like free weights, and I've always been really big into weightlifting, and so it's like the best of both worlds. So I get my cardio, I get my weights, and like now I'm working with my coach, and it's like I'm starting to go heavier on things.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm obsessed now. But
they push you so hard, and I think that's why one of the reasons why it didn't work for me. Yeah. Because I don't like cardio, which is like, honey, you're running, you're training for a run, so you know that's cardio.
Yeah. Right.
But so for me, it's like I just don't like treadmills, and.
I feel that.
And I almost don't like having the coach with you and like having you run from like place to place and like doing the intervals. And like I've done a couple of those. I've done like a CrossFit class. I've done a mixture of things. I did kickboxing for a summer. Like I have been around for all the different like workout types and like Soul Cycle in California.
TBT, same girl.
I loved Soul Cycle actually. But I just, I don't know. But then.
It's not for everybody. Like, I totally get that. Like, my sister is, like, she has a fitness page, so she's very into
Fit
working out. I know. She's Gains Fit. She don't even post that much.
Get the gains.
Stop. But she is big into, like, lifting very, very heavy. So when she came to visit me in March, I was like, let's go to Orange Theory. Like, I just want to see what it's like.
Yeah.
She hated it.
Yeah.
Like, could not stand it. So it's not for everybody. I totally
Yeah, because I was a gym rat for a little bit, and me and my friend, we would like go to the gym twice a day. We were like into it.
Girl.
We were into it, and we were so young too. I think we had like just graduated high school or something.
Oh my
like
gosh.
it was like, and then I went into college, and I was going to the gym all the time and like lifting weights, squatting heavy, and like I had like all those routines and stuff.
Yep.
But so I really liked lifting weights, and I feel like I've definitely fallen off that wagon. But it's just because I'm so freaking lazy. Like because of the pandemic and me, it's like I can't get myself to go to the gym. Like
I feel that. No, I really do.
I still pay for a membership, and I'm like, I need to go cancel that. Like I'm not even going. Like,
but yeah, and I agree because I'm the exact same way. But it's even worse when you're going to a gym and you have no idea like what you're doing. Like if I have not written it out, you're just like, I guess I'll walk for a little bit. Let's go for a little bit.
I had my like go-to routines, or like sometimes I'll save TikToks and like kind of add the exercises in. But I just can't get my ass off the couch to go.
It's not.
Now
she just wakes up and runs 6 miles at 5 a.m.
But see, I do that from my house, like from my apartment.
Yeah,
and I listen to the Peloton app, which like I rave about every single week on here, and I freaking love the Peloton app.
Yeah.
Like, that I will do. Like that's the type of coaching like, I will do. And I don't have to leave my house to do it.
Touché.
Which is perfect. And now I used to never be able to be that person. Like I would be like, I don't want to watch a YouTube video to do my workout class. And like I only have 10-pound target weights. Like how am I supposed to get a workout in with this? Like, but now I'm like, it's my favorite.
You're like, get my workout in, done, check.
Yeah, and then I don't even have to, like, drive anywhere. But I will have to start driving places for my longer runs because there's just not enough...
Like, space.
Not enough distance.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm honestly starting to get bored of, like, the areas around my apartment. At the same thing. Because it's, like, every single time. I'm like, let me do the same exact 3-mile loop that I've been doing 800 times already. Like, which is obviously dramatic. But, I mean, to change it up. But there's not many places. And then the good places either, like... Parking doesn't open up until like 7 a.m. And so then by the time I'm starting, it is hot. Yeah. Or it's far. I have to drive like 45 minutes to go start a run and then drive 45 minutes home. And then you have to like factor all that in if I'm going to get it done before work. And
yeah. Hard life.
I know. What a rough life. What a rough life. So do you do any running outside here yet or no?
So not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
I mean, so I do like when I trained for the 10-miler, I did.
Okay.
And so when I start training, because we haven't started training yet, for the half in January, I'm like,
you got plenty of time. And you've done halves. It's like,
yeah, this will probably be a
and you are consistently doing like Orange Theory. Like you definitely have time. So
we'll see. But yeah, then I will start running. But right now, it's too hot. Training in Orlando, I'm telling you, I don't know how she does it. I don't know how you do it. Because it's hot.
Honestly.
Even once the sun goes down or before the sun comes up.
I have done one night run, though, as like a part of my official training runs. Because.
Do we like them? Do we like a night run?
See, I'm too spooked. I was literally looking over my shoulder
the entire time.
And I was stressed. Like,
yeah.
And I did I have my aftershocks yet? I can't remember if I had them already. I don't think I had my aftershocks yet. So I think I had my just regular AirPods. So they're not the noise canceling ones. And I had a Peloton class going, and I had it on a medium low volume so that I could kind of still hear my surroundings.
Yeah.
But then I just got too spooked that I was not even really listening to my class because every sound or crunch I'd be like,
what's going on?
Like someone's gonna kill me. Someone's gonna attack me.
Oh my god, me, literally me.
So I got too freaked out, which is also why I won't run earlier than I run now.
Yeah.
Because I run kind of like just before the sun gets up. So it's already light out, but the sun isn't quite
light enough.
up.
Yeah.
And I don't need like lights or anything. I don't need like a headlamp or like reflective gear. But part of me is considered like, should I get one of those yellow like vests or something? Because like if I'm running on the streets and
some of these longer runs, I feel like once you start,
because there's some pathways that go through like almost forest. It's like tropical rainforest on like boardwalks, and so it's like dark in there, and I'm not running in there if it's dark out.
Please
absolutely not. So, but so then I'll run on the streets if it's dark out because of like street lamps. But then you're close to the street and you're close to traffic.
Oh my God,
and,
right?
Like,
you're like, what if someone doesn't see me? Yeah.
And there's always other people out. And so I think I saw this one couple. They were walking on my night run, and they had like a red like flashing light that they used, like just to like kind of identify that, hey, there's a human here. So I may or may not have to look into getting something like that, because I don't have anything like that, because I'm not used to going out and having to try and be seen in the dark. Spooks me out.
Yeah, no, I would be terrified too, honestly.
But I did kind of like it though, because I think I was already in a good mentality. I think I had a work lunch that night, and my work lunches are at midnight, and sometimes they last until 2 a.m. So that means I'm not going to get up the next morning at 6 a.m. and go run. Like, that's not happening. That is not happening. It's already hard enough if I get like a full 9 hours of sleep the night before.
Seriously, girl.
So I forced myself to run before, and it worked out. But hopefully I don't have to do that too often, because I don't know that I like it.
I don't think I like
I'm
that.
scared. I'm scared. Okay, but gear. Do you have like any special gear, headphones that you like? Any shoes?
I should really know the brand of my shoes.
She's like, yeah, whatever. These work.
No, well, no, because I went and I got fitted at, oh my God, what's the place at Disney Springs?
Fit to Run.
Them, and they fitted me for shoes, and I love my shoes. It was before Princess Half in February.
Oh, yeah, good for you.
So I went and got fitted for shoes
good
before
job.
that one. And I love my shoes, but I really don't know.
I think, did you have like Brooks or something?
Yes.
I was like, is that weird that I remember?
Thanks, Mom. She's in her Run Disney game, y'all, in her bag.
Now I'm at the point where you can look at a pair of
I
shoes.
have no idea.
But like now I'm more familiarized. I'm like, oh, those are Asics. Oh, those are Brooks.
Don't even
ask
me like the type though. Like name.
No, I don't know that far.
Idea.
Unless they're like my brand of Hokas that I own, because I own them. But yeah, no, I started off with Brooks too. When I didn't get fitted, but I went and bought them from a running store after my first half, because I ran my first half in like these old Nikes
that you just like had from like high school or something.
Like just picked up from like an outlet store or whatever.
Yeah.
Like no support. My hips, knees, feet were dead after.
Oh my gosh.
Hating my life. Like, and I made this mistake again when I went and did a Claremont Blueberry You Run You Pick run, and you run in like the clay like field.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
so I was like, oh, like I don't want to get my good Hokas dirty. So I was an idiot.
You're like, I'll just wear
and let me wear these old Nikes. It's only 3 miles. Like,
girl, I know your little body was hurting the next day.
I had so many regrets in that run. I was like, never again. I don't care how dirty my Hokas get. I will never not wear them.
Yeah, no, that's insane.
Yeah, that was just dumb. But yeah, no, that's awesome that you you got fitted, because that's something I feel like all runners try and advertise.
And I feel like I had been doing it since running track. Like I had to get cleats. I had to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for
stuff
sure.
Like that.
I know. I always forget that you like are a track star for your whole
life.
Well,
but growing up, I was a big Asics girl. So making the switch was like, what? But I guess
my mom was an Asics girl too.
None of the times though, right? I'm like, maybe it was like the 2000s. Maybe that was a thing.
Maybe. Because I feel like my mom and I share the same shoe size. So,
oh my God, stop.
Yeah. So we switch shoes all the time. And so before I was even a runner, and maybe we would sign up for a Run Disney race, but neither one of us would train. We would just like wear her Asics, and I would wear her Asics. But like, of course, they're fitted for her. Like they're not meant for
not
me.
For you at all.
Like while we may be the same shoe size, like we have very different like feet, and I have the highest arches of all time, and so it's just and it took me a long time to like actually get my crap together and get good shoes.
Good shoes are everything though. So yeah, I love my shoes. Headphones. I mean, with doing Orange Theory, like they play music, and then when I just like solo run, it's really just like my AirPods, my Beats, like nothing serious.
Like I loved my running with my AirPods and stuff. I just like knew that I had to get something that had long battery life, and with me in the heat, I'd like dump water. So I didn't want to get my AirPods all ruined. Because these are now my second pair of the original AirPods, because Cinnamon decided to eat the first ones.
Oh my.
When I first moved into my apartment, and she was still still puppy. I had left them on the counter where I thought she couldn't get them. I went and took a shower, and so I just left her out.
That was cute.
I was like, she'll be good for 10 minutes. Like she won't get into anything, and I'll be right out.
Yeah.
I come out, AirPods
destroyed.
Shredded.
Oh my
Shredded.
gosh.
I didn't know that they could be broken in little tiny pieces like that. Yeah. No, thankfully she didn't like ingest
like,
any
I
of
need
it.
something durable.
But yeah, no, she just chewed them all up. So that was fun to replace.
TBT.
Woo!
Oh, and sunglasses.
Yeah.
So it might have been Princess again. I don't know. At one of the expos, they always have the little sunglasses stands. I got some. I will never run outside without them.
Yeah.
I have
absolutely.
very, very bad vision. Not like during the
That's
day.
one thing I need to get.
But in the sun,
sunglasses.
I cannot see. Like every single time you see me, I promise I have sunglasses.
And it's bad for your
outside.
eyes. Like you got to protect your eyes.
Yeah.
Like even that sun exposure, it's bad for your eyes.
Yeah.
But that is one thing because I am using my cheap sunglasses because I refuse to invest in like nice Ray-Bans again because they always get stolen. I swear to God. I've had 2 pairs of Ray-Bans stolen, and I will never not be mad about it. But yeah, I have my free sunglasses that I got at college graduation, and Cinnamon chewed part of it. So like I literally have these dusty, crusty Ray-Ban knockoffs that are chewed on the side.
Girl, that's what I'm gonna get you for your birthday. Because what? No, ma'am.
Yeah, no,
they're pretty cheap though. They're like $20.
The running one. Yeah, no,
and they have the little grippies, and I'm a face sweater.
Me
so
too.
Like if I start sweating, they just like regular sunglasses will slide. So those like stay put.
I haven't needed sunglasses because I've been running when it's like still not quite bright enough. But I always run with my visor. I'm such a visor girly.
I love a good visor.
You talked me and we got matching Mickey visors like
so cute
way back when. And so then I was like, oh, am I a visor girl?
The answer is yes.
I picked up the Lululemon one. I will not run without it now. Like
I love that.
I'm a visor girl. And then now for every Run Disney race, I'm like my costume will always have a visor incorporated. Oh, and that's why I made the Mushu phase because I was like, oh, I'm gonna wear a visor.
Wait, that's so smart.
When I was Mushu for whatever half marathon, whatever race that was.
One of many.
Whatever one that was. Fueling. Do you ever are you on any special regimens or anything like that?
So
or just like park churro and a Diet Coke, we're good to go.
I'm dead. Not right now, right?
Okay.
Since I'm not training for anything.
Gotcha.
But I definitely so that's why when you were saying the like honey stingers, I was like,
yeah.
Girl, they sell those. So I'm good for those and like the Gatorade shoes, like the electrolyte shoes when I'm actually like training for something.
Okay.
So right now, no, I'm eating whatever is in front of me.
Which like I'm the same way. Even though like technically I am currently training, I just eat whatever makes me feel good and eat whatever.
It's all about balance.
And the one thing I will say is when you're actually actively running, pre, during, and post your run, you have to think about the fuel. That's the only time where like you actually need to be strict because you don't want to pass out.
Agree.
You got to watch like your salt and sugar levels and be hydrated.
Like we're in Florida.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful. You're running 26 miles. So you have to be careful. Yeah. No, you do. You have to be super, super mindful.
For every run for the past 2 weeks, the humidity has been at 93% or higher. So
holy guacamole.
That's been lovely. I had to start running with a towel, like because while I'm not necessarily like a huge sweater in general. Like thankfully, like I just don't like my face is usually okay, but on these runs in this humidity, I'm dripping uncontrollably.
Girl.
It's like you wipe it and that's not even quick enough because it keeps coming out. And that's another reason why I need to look at better sunglasses because while I haven't been wearing them now, I will be for my longer runs.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Those were all of my like running questions, but I did want to ask some fun Disney questions.
Oh my God, love.
Which I know the answer to these.
So you probably already know the answer.
But for the podcast, what is your favorite Disney park?
Animal Kingdom. Easily.
Duh. Hence, well, on YouTube, you can see the Animal Kingdom towel I got up here for the very expensive, high-budget podcast I have here.
Wait, this is so cute, though, too. It's such a cute towel.
I've had it for, like, years and years. I think I bought it when I was in college from, like, Disneyland or something.
V-cute.
And it's held up. So, yeah.
Dak is my fave. Close second, though, California Adventure.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't realize it until
that one came out of left field for me. Okay.
Like the last time I was there, I was like, I'm obsessed with this park.
Well, obviously.
So Dak and California Adventure are my two faves.
Yeah. My answer to that is duh.
Yes. Obviously.
Favorite Disney snack?
So either like regular, just like popcorn, because for whatever reason, like I know that everyone's like, oh, it's Pop Secret. The Pop Secret I get at Publix does not taste like that. So either regular Disney popcorn
Mm-hmm.
or the cheeseburger spring rolls at Magic Kingdom.
Oh, yeah. Those are popular
So,
ones. Those are
two
good.
things.
Those are good. Okay, and then favorite thing to do in Orlando. It could be, I mean, Disney or not
Brunch.
Disney. I'm shocked.
/ happy hour. Either in the morning or evening, like no matter what time, brunch or happy hour.
At us
Hands
crossing
down.
off like different brunch locations slowly.
Look, I could literally like not want to leave my house, but if you're like, let's do brunch, I'm
Right.
like, when?
Easily.
What time? Where are we going?
Easily.
Yes.
I
brunch.
almost like, when we talked about meeting over the podcast, I almost was like, so do you want to get brunch like
The
that
answer is
day
yeah.
and then do the podcast?
We should have.
I
I know today turned into whatever.
No, it's like
But
been a exhausting weekend. I don't know how that happened, but I like somehow managed to spend my entire day yesterday at Typhoon Lagoon.
Oh my god, I saw
in the freaking sun. I don't know how that worked.
That was a good water park day though, because it was so
was.
hot. Like I was at Epcot and I was ready to like cut off.
It reached capacity too.
Because everyone was like, I need to be in the water.
They were turning people away. We had a friend who was trying to come meet us, but he was like hours late. He had to park at Disney Springs, first of all, and overflow parking at Orange Garage, then shuttle over. It took like an hour. They get to the park. They say, closed. Try coming back in an hour. We're at capacity. He had to turn around and go back.
We would have had to fight. Like, respectfully, immediately, no. How dare you?
Yeah, he was like, I'm going home. Bye.
Oh, my gosh. No, that's crazy.
Oh, man. Well, oh, my goodness. Okay. Final segment. By the numbers. We got the countdown. So, from the posting date, this is August 1st. We got Wine Dine Weekend, November 3rd. That is 3 months and 2 days away. Oh, gosh. Oh, God. We're almost to the 2-month countdown.
Oh, my gosh.
Dopey Challenge, January 4th. 5 months and 3 days away. Princess Weekend, February 23rd. 6 months, 22 days. So that's a good amount of time, I'd say. But, these countdowns are going fast.
No, seriously. I'm like, that sounds like next week.
I know. I almost put it in the day countdown, but I was like, you can't really tell. Like, that's just an arbitrary number. You can't, like, tell how much time that is, really. But, okay, pace update. I'm still at that, like, 12:30-ish vibe. I'm 12 minutes, 30 seconds. And while I haven't really been consistent with the 90-30 for every run, because, again, I do the Peloton runs, and they have, like, different intervals. They'll, like, be like, run for this song and then walk for this song. So it's not exact, but that's, like, my pace where I'm at right now. Total mileage for this week, 10 miles. I almost said just 10 miles, but I didn't.
Because no big deal.
Because the 3
way
runs.
I was excited to see 2 miles on the treadmill today.
But you consistently go.
No, that's.
But if you added up miles in the week, like.
It's still not 10. 10 out of 10 can confirm it's not 10.
It will be, though, once you start training. You'll get up there. You'll get up there.
Sure.
Oh, man. Okay, next week, be sure to tune in for how week 6 goes. I've got 7 miles to do for the long run. May or may not have another special guest. We gotta keep you on your toes. But, no, this was so fun. Thank you so much, Morgan.
Thanks for having me.
For joining us. So fun. Be sure to give her a follow at MoDisMagic on Instagram. She's super fun.
Oh, gosh.
And I mean, we met.
It's unhinged over there, but it's a good time.
Oh, yeah. There's some of the things I posted to my stories. I'm like, Annika, why did we do that?
Yeah. We're here for a good time, not a long time.
There you go.
So.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Morgan. And thank you so much for tuning in. Get moving.